carefully. This is important, and students always make a mistake in the exam, especially for discrete data. Okay. Now, what about discrete data? For example, if you borrow books from the library, it's either 2 or 3 books, right? I'm talking about in real life, not mean media, that kind of thing. You cannot say I want to borrow 3.5 books, right? So this is discrete, 1 by 1 by 1. But if you talk about length of earthworms, it can be 40.5, then 40.6. This is continuous. Can you see? There's a continuation. You cannot say 40 after that, 50. Then don't have 41 to 49. Cannot. You understand what I'm talking about? Discrete means 1 by 1, and continuous means there's a range. You can go. Okay? Understand what I'm talking about? Okay, now, what is the difference between discrete and continuous? For discrete data, right, they will list out the numbers. For example, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, blah, blah, blah. They will list out. For continuous data, right, usually they will draw the cumulative frequency curve for you. You understand what I'm talking about? Okay? Now, for today, right, I'm just going to talk about discrete data. This one is a bit more difficult than continuous data. Okay? Now, in statistics, right, we always want to divide it into 4 quarters. That means 4 parts. Okay, all of you look up. Half of it is the median. The first quarter is called the lower quartile. This is called the upper quartile. Can you see there are 4 parts? Okay, now, for discrete, I've got to divide the number that I split up. Right? For continuous, it's easier. Cumulative. Median is always 50% of the total. For example, I have 80 in total. Median will be at the 40th 50%. So you just read this value. This will be the median. Okay? Lower quartile will be how many percent? 25%. So you read 25%. It's 20, right? So you read this one. This will be your lower quartile. Upper quartile will be how many percent? 75%. So 75%, you read at 60. This will be your upper quartile. So for continuous, it's very easy. 50% is median, 25% is lower quartile, 75% is upper quartile. Understand what I'm talking about? Percentile, I'll talk about it later. I don't want to confuse you, okay? But for discrete, it's not so obvious. For example, I have 10 sets of numbers. Does it mean that it's at 5? No, it's not. You got to line them out. You understand? You understand what I'm talking about? And there are 4 scenarios that I want you to think down. Okay? Now, can we just talk about discrete now? Continuous, I'll talk about it when we go to the continuous data. Okay? And this one that I'm talking about is not in your textbook, okay? Alright? They assume that you know, which is ridiculous. Okay? Now, the first thing that I want to qualify is this. All the data must be arranged in ascending order first, before you can start. That's the very first thing. Arrange in what? This one is a must. You cannot just chin-chai do. So first of all, you must arrange the data in ascending order. Okay? Now, then I'm going to draw you scenario 1. Okay, all of you look up. Don't draw. Don't draw. I will let you draw later. You can draw very well, I know. Okay? How many data are there here? 7, right? I want everybody to listen. Because this one in the exam, a lot of people make mistakes. Understand English? Okay? 7. Do you agree this is the middle? So this will be my median. Understand? Then I have one half here and another half here. Okay? Now, where will be my lower quartile? Since median is here, down here got how many? 3, right? My lower quartile is this one. You see, it's in the middle of those whole block. Understand? So this is the lower quartile. Right. Can you see there are three here? Where's my upper quartile? At this particular position. Understand? This is my upper quartile. Everybody clear? Okay, this is scenario 1. Okay, take down the picture. You must take down, if not you forget. And it's not in your textbook. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Odd, right? Okay, this is also odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is also odd. But the scenario is different. I will tell you why, okay? So, do you agree this guy is my median? Can or cannot? Can, No. You look at this side, how many sets of data? 4, right? Where is my lower quartile? You must take these two add together and divide by 2, you know. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Okay, that means these two add together, you divide by 2, then this is the lower quartile. Understand? Follow. How about here? I also have to take these 2, divide by 2. That is the upper quartile. Is that clear? Okay, take down these 2 pictures. Odd, but different case. So this is case 1, this is case 2. Okay, can everybody understand now? Can or cannot? Can, Okay, I'm going on to case 3. Okay, I want everybody to look here. How many sets of data? How many? 10. 10 means even, right? Okay? Do you agree that these 2 add together divided by 2, that is my median? Yes or no? That means my median will be in the middle, right? These 2 add together divided by 2, correct? Everybody clear with what I'm saying? Okay. So, if the median is in the middle, how many do I have here? 5, right? Can you see my 5 here? How many do I have here? Also 5, right? Where is my lower quartile? Is this one right? Agree? Agree with what I'm saying? So, this is my lower quartile. So, where is my upper quartile? Will be this one, right? The middle, right now. So this is the upper quartile. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Okay, I give another one. Case number 4. Okay, case number 4. How many sets of data? 8, right? Also even, right? Agree? Okay, where's my median? These 2 add together divided by 2, right? This will be my median, agree? Yes or no? Now, how about my lower quartile? Can you see this is divided into 4? So I must take these two, add together and divide by 2. This will be my lower quartile. Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference? Then this one also, this will be my upper quartile. Okay. Are we clear so far about the 4 scenarios? So, for odd, you must look carefully. Understand? For even, you must look carefully. Now, actually, the easier type is this one. We'll just take the middle. Can you see? But this one is the one that is a bit troublesome. Can you see or not? It's the middle of the middle again. Understand? You get what I'm talking about here? Okay, no problem with here. Okay, good. Can we look at page 78 now? In book 2, we have learned how to find the median of a set of data. The median is a measure of an average and is the middle value when the data are arranged in an ascending order. In this section, we will learn how to find the quartiles, range and interquartile range for both discrete and continuous data. What I've done is for discrete data first. Okay? Now, for discrete data, okay, can you look at what they say? Discrete data refers to a set of data which only takes on distinct values. For example, 2 books, 3 books, that kind of thing. Okay? Now, for example, a data set showing the number of phone calls received in a day can only take values such as 1, 5, 12, etc., but not 1.5, 4, 2/3, that kind of thing. Okay? So, consider the following set of distinct data arranged in ascending order. So, I'm going to apply it now on the board. Is that clear? Okay. Now, make sure they are in ascending order first. Okay. Now, look up here. I'm going to write down the values, okay? I write big thing, alright? 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 14, 16, 20, 21, 30. Okay, I want all of you to count how many values. How many? 11, right? That means my median will be at the 6th value, correct? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is my median. Agree? Everybody okay? So 12 is my median. Alright? Now, next, we're going to look at the lower quartile. Now you look at here, this is the median. So, this will be my lower quartile, am I right? Can you see? This is in the middle. Okay, now, what is another name for lower quartile? It's also called the first quartile. That means the first quartile lah. Okay, but usually we call it the lower quartile. We seldom call it the first quartile. Okay, now next page please. Okay, now the second quartile is actually the median. That means 2 quarters. So it's actually half. Can you see this? Actually the second quartile. But we never call it the second quartile, we call it the median. Okay, now, so this one will be my upper quartile, right? Correct now, class? Okay, I repeat. This is lower quartile, this is median, this is upper quartile. Actually, this is called the first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. But we seldom use first, second, third. We always use like that. You understand what I'm talking about? Yes or no? Yes, Okay, so the question says, the first quartile can be considered as the first quarter value. Since the median is the middle value, or the second quarter value, is the median is also called the second quartile, so on. Okay, upper quartile or the third quartile. Are we all okay here? Are we all okay here? Okay, next part. Now we have to learn how to find the median and quartiles for a given set of data. We shall learn how to measure the spread of the data by using the range and the interquartile range. Okay. What do you mean by range? You cannot use it like you use your English. Okay. Range is maximum value minus minimum value. So it's 30 minus 2. The range is 28. Understand? Yes or no? Range is maximum minus minimum. Clear? Now, what do you mean by interquartile range? Interquartile range is upper quartile minus lower quartile. That means I will take 20 minus 6. Answer is 14. Do we understand what I'm talking about here? Yes or no? Can, huh? Now, next page, on page 80. The interquartile range is the better measure of the spread of the data than the range because it tells us how the middle 50% of the data are distributed. The range only considers the difference between the largest and the smallest value. Okay? In the interquartile range is not affected by extreme values and it does not consider the behavior of the lower 25 or upper 25%. This a statistical measure that takes into account the behavior of every value of a data set is will be introduced in section 3.4. Now, interquartile range is always associated to median. They say next section, right? For mean, we will associate to standard deviation. It's one set. Mean always linked with standard E. The median will always be linked to interquartile range. Understand? Understand what I'm talking about? Okay, now what do you mean by that? Now, how come range is not as accurate? Now, can you imagine if I have 2, right? Can you see this all in this range? Can you see if I have 430? Then the range is going to be very big, 1 to 8. But it's not representative though, because this guy is the outlier. Can you see now? But interquartile range will take the difference between in the middle, the 50%. Do you agree or not? Do you understand? 1 quarter cut out, 1 quarter cut out, I take the middle. So it's a spread from the median. You understand what I'm talking about here? Can? The extreme values will not interfere with it. Don't worry, I'll teach you how to explain. Because they always ask you how to explain. Everybody okay? Alright, good. So, are we okay now? So I did quite a few of things. Median, lower quartile, upper quartile, range, and what? Interquartile range. Everybody okay? Can, Okay, now I'm moving on to example 3. Okay, example 3. Then after that, most likely I will stop. I will give you something to do. Okay? Alright, so let's take a look at example 3 now. Okay, can we take a look at example 3? The data below shows the marks of a multiple choice quiz with 20 questions taken by 8 students. So 10, 12, 12, 13, 9, 17, 11, and 14. Okay. Now, a lot of students will make this mistake. Can we start doing from here? You must arrange first. Okay, so you will write down ascending order. Okay, smallest one is what? 9. Followed by? What is it? 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, then 14, right? They say 8 students, what you need to do is go and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think start one by there. What is it? Yeah, 17. So can you see that you must make sure you double count? If not, there will be a mistake. Understand what I'm talking about? So there are 8 students. Now can I have people all looking at the board? Quiet. Look at the board. Xian, please look at the board, okay? I'm very tired already, okay? You think you are the only one tired, is it? Okay. First, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you agree the median is these two add together divided by 2? Okay, let's take a look at the question. For the given data, find Q1, Q2 and Q3. Now, exam will not say Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1 is actually first quartile, second quartile and third quartile. Usually you call it lower quartile, median and upper quartile. Okay. Now let's find out the median first. Median is actually Q2, right? Okay. So it will be a 12 plus 12 over 2. Answer 12, right? Now then you say, Cher, must I do this or not? Actually you give me 12 carry. I know it's in the middle. Okay. But because of this, I got to split like that. Am I right to say that? Correct. Okay. How many here? 4. So these two will give me my lower quartile, right? So what's my lower quartile? Okay, lower quartile will be 10 plus 11 divided by 2. I get a 10 and a half. Everybody clear? Or lower quartile can also be called the Q1. First quartile, am I right? Okay, now how do I get the upper quartile? I'll have to take what? These two, right? Correct? So upper quartile, which is also known as Q3, will be 13 plus 14 divided by 2. This will be 13 and a half or 13.5. Are we clear so far? Are we clear so far? Can or cannot? Can, huh? Okay, next part. Find the range. How do we get the range? Very easy. Tell me, what minus what? 17 minus 9. Answer 8, right? The range is 8, right? Range is maximum minus minimum. What about the interquartile range? Interquartile range will be upper quartile minus lower quartile. So what is it? 13 and a half minus 10 and a half. Answer? 3. Is everyone clear? Is everyone clear? So this is how you get your median, the range, and the interquartile range. Are you all okay so far? Yes or no? Very good. Okay. What number is it on the content page now? Of your Emacs? 7, 8, 9, 10. Now right, 7, right? Is it correct? Is it 7? Yes. 7. Today's date is the 16th. Just write quartiles. Now, what you're supposed to do, One A, B, C, and D. And question 3. Now, do you know that question 3 is called a stem and leaf diagram? Do you agree a stem and leaf diagram, this one is already arranged in ascending order? Can you see what I'm talking about here? Can or cannot? Okay. I want to teach you first. Number 1, find the range, upper quartile, lower quartile, so on and so forth, for the sets of data. Can you remember to arrange in ascending order first before you do? Can or cannot? Can, Okay. So I want this set of work done tomorrow when I come to class. Is that clear? It's just very easy one. Just count, and then draw, and then you get the answer. Everybody clear? Can or cannot? Very easy. 4 parts plus 1 only 5 parts only, ma. Okay, teacher, stop the video. I want this tomorrow.